Hello, everyone. Welcome to the News Browse News broadcast. According to UPI, the Economic Commission for Latin America and the Caribbean, ECLAC, released its annual Foreign Direct Investment Report, revealing that U.S. investment in Latin America and the Caribbean declined by 11% in 2025. Despite this drop, the United States remains the region's leading source of foreign direct investment, accounting for 35% of the total identifiable inflows, closely followed by Europe at 32%. ECLAC attributed the narrowing gap between U.S. and European investments to geopolitical tensions, technological rivalries, and shifts in U.S. trade policies. In 2025, the region received a total of $194.233 billion in foreign direct investment, a modest 1.7% increase from the previous year. Brazil and Mexico continue to dominate as destinations, receiving 40% and 22% of the regional total, respectively. Sectoral data showed a 19.5% increase in service sector investments, while manufacturing fell by 17.2%. Given these dynamics, ECLAC recommends that Latin American nations diversify their export markets and investment sources to enhance economic resilience. According to a report by Hijabs, labor tensions in Australia's crucial resource sector are escalating, significantly raising the risk of strikes across key iron ore mines, ports, and liquefied natural gas (LNG) facilities. Mining and energy giants have warned that frequent industrial action, combined with high operational costs and tightening regulations, could severely undermine Australia's standing as an attractive global investment destination. The surge in labor disputes follows a 2022 labor law reform passed by the ruling Labor government, which expanded union powers to negotiate multi-employer wage agreements and initiate industry-wide strikes. In the energy sector, recent union actions temporarily disrupted shipments at the Ichthys LNG project, and upcoming wage negotiations for Shell's Prelude floating LNG facility could trigger another strike vote as early as next month. More critically, a July 7 wage negotiation between mining giant BHP and union representatives at Port Hedland, the world's largest iron ore export hub, is drawing intense focus. With Port Hedland handling approximately $150 million worth of iron ore exports daily, any coordinated strike could deal a devastating blow to Australia's primary export revenue. Analysts suggest that continued wage pressure may push major producers to accelerate automation efforts. According to a report by the Liberty Times, the Iranian government is attempting to forge a new brand of nationalism to defuse a domestic political crisis following a preliminary truce signed with the United States. Despite surviving joint military strikes from the U.S. and Israel and gaining leverage in ongoing peace negotiations, Tehran faces a severe economic crisis and deep societal rifts stemming from pre-war anti-government protests. To foster unity, the regime of newly appointed Supreme Leader Ayatollah Mojtaba Khamenei is utilizing public resentment against foreign intervention. Strikingly, state-approved media and pro-government rallies have recently featured images of women without hijabs, historically a powerful symbol of anti-regime resistance. Some state supporters present this as a symbol of national reconciliation following the bloody crackdowns on protests earlier this year. However, the sincerity of this gesture remains heavily scrutinized. While many liberal Iranians strongly oppose the U.S.-led military action, they suspect that participants in these pro-government rallies may have been paid or coerced. Analysts suggest that while the war has fractured both the opposition and government supporters over how to proceed, the regime is actively attempting to co-opt dissident symbols to ensure its survival. According to Xinhuanet, senior Chinese officials, including Vice Premier Zhang Guoqing, have pledged to intensify efforts to build a unified national market to support high-quality economic development. During a meeting held at the ongoing session of the National People's Congress, NPC Standing Committee, officials and lawmakers reviewed a State Council report on the progress of market integration. Addressing inquiries from lawmakers, Vice Premier Zhang emphasized that while significant progress has been made, further action is required to resolve existing bottlenecks. He urged relevant government departments to accelerate the development of specific regulations, improve supporting mechanisms for statistics, and refine fiscal and taxation policies. Additionally, Zhang highlighted the need to focus on key areas such as technology and data integration to ensure market unity. NPC Standing Committee Vice Chairman Xiao Ji concluded the session by calling on the State Council to carefully study the lawmakers' feedback and report back on subsequent actions in accordance with the law. According to a report by Liberty Times, satellite imagery analyzed by George Barros, a researcher at the Institute for the Study of War, ISW, reveals that the Russian military is constructing a new causeway bridge near Henichesk in southern Ukraine. This new fixed structure connects the Russian-occupied Kherson region with the annexed Crimean Peninsula, aiming to reinforce logistical supply lines to the southern front. The construction is located along a key transport route to the Arabat Spit, adjacent to a highway bridge previously damaged by Ukrainian drone strikes. While Russia has deployed pontoon ferries as temporary alternatives, they remain highly vulnerable to Ukrainian attacks, making a more durable causeway bridge a priority for Moscow. Concurrently, Ukraine continues its targeted campaign to sever Russian logistics. The Ukrainian Defense Intelligence UR recently released footage of drone strikes on Russian military transport near Chonar. Additionally, Ukrainian special forces successfully destroyed a railway bridge over the North Crimean Canal near Rozdolny. Military analysts suggest that the battle over Crimea's transportation hubs is intensifying as Russia attempts to build a more resilient logistical network to counter Ukraine's precise long-range strikes. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.